Hello, how's it going? Welcome back. I do apologise if you hear a racket going on outside. Some workmen are digging up the road. Anyway, here we have a parcel from eBay. Inside this parcel is a bit of a classic. It's a Losi Mini-T. Now you might be wondering, what the heck is a Losi Mini-T? It's a 1/18th scale stadium truck. It came ready to run and it was released in 2003, and it caused a bit of a stir. There was race series started for it, but as with basically every Losi, when it was discontinued, the parts were no longer supported and parts dried up. So now they're actually quite valuable, quite collectible, and incredibly difficult to find parts for, which is why this might actually be a bit of a money pit. As you can see, I was just opening it there. I've never seen it before. In fact, I've never seen one of these before, so I don't know what to expect. I don't even really know how big it is. So let's have a look. Let's have a deep dive. I also have no idea what condition it's in, apart from the fact that tyres are knackered. And there we are. What else have we got in here? A yellow, very tall aerial tube. What we got here? Fast Tracks Losi Mini-T battery hold down. Battery bar, I guess. Another Fast Tracks part. Aluminium front bumper. Blue. I'm not sure about that because it's just going to skid on the ground and get horrible and knackered. And it's obviously it's not going to rebound like the plastic one, but whatever. I think that's everything. It is everything. So let's get rid of this. Get that out of the way. Yeah. So, Losi Mini-T. I knew already that the tyres are so old they've actually split, all the rubber's split on all four wheels. That's a bit of a problem. Now, yuck, here, yuck, yuck. My plan with this was is to recondition it, get it all nice, and sell it on. And I was thinking, oh, the value is in originality. The collectible factor is in, or the collectability is in originality. Very difficult to do because there's no electronics apart from the motor in this one. Let's see. That feels good. Nice. The servo's in there, but the 2-in-1 ESC and receiver is missing. Now you can get the 2-in-1 ESC and receiver, you can buy it. You pay a bit too much for what it is because ESC receiver combo units are kind of crap. But you can get them, but you pay a lot. So that was my plan. My plan was to stay original, but then I quickly realized it was completely pointless because although you can source the 2-in-1 ESC and receiver and get original electrics, you cannot, for love nor money, get the wheels and tyres. You cannot get them. The problem is the wheels and tyres are pre-glued and there are none left. Losi did release the Mini-T 2.0 in 2020, which is the same size, but those wheels and tyres are not compatible. The front wheels on this have a hex. The back wheels on this, it's kind of a hex. It's not an actual hex that goes into the wheel. There's only a pin and the hex is built into the wheel. You can fit the Losi parts to convert all four corners to the hex that the 2.0 uses. However, that's not the end of the story because the offset is different between the two trucks. So if you put Losi Mini-T 2.0 wheels on this thing, they sit, I believe, too far in and foul. It might be too far out, but I'm pretty sure it's too far in. The point is, it ruins the truck, it ruins the look, it ruins the stance, and it rubs. And it's rubbish. So, finding tyres for this thing is difficult. I found a website, and wheels, sorry. I did find a website that sells wheels, non-Losi wheels. Aftermarket wheels for this truck, and by good companies. I can't remember who they are, but they are for this truck. So they'll be perfectly good. Possibly even better than the originals, I don't know. But the tyres are the problem. I don't know if the Losi Mini-T 2.0 tires are the same size as the 1.0. We'll call it the 1.0. They might be. They might well be. But I don't know. So if somebody knows, let me know, please, if I can fit the tires from the 2.0 onto wheels for the 1.0. That'd be much appreciated. But then there's another problem. Like the original, the 2.0 sells the wheels and tires pre-glued. So you have to pay for both wheels and tires. It obviously costs more money than just tires. And then you've got to get them off the rims. Not ideal. But needs must. I'll do what I can. Anyway, the bottom line is I can't make this original. So what I can try and do is make it better than original. So that's what we're going to try and do. Having a quick look at this truck. This truck did come with a full bearing kit from the factory, but it also came with friction shocks. Not real shock absorbers, but friction dampers. This one clearly has, at least it looks like, oil-filled shocks. It's obviously had an upgrade. They need serviced. They definitely need serviced. But these are oil-filled shocks. It's had an upgrade. There's probably Losi parts, I imagine. Almost certainly Losi parts. So that's good. It's, again, not original, but it is a Losi upgrade. And makes the truck more desirable. I must say, it's a pretty funky little thing. It's really neat. I like it a lot. It came with double lays and a sort of battery pack. Not interested in that. Not interested in that at all. So we're going to do better. Let's have a close look at it then. It's a bit filthy. It's a bit filthy. Not as filthy as that Schumacher Mission I bought the other day, but filthy. There doesn't seem to be anything broken or missing though, apart from the electronics I spoke of. So that's good. It feels pretty well screwed together. This is obviously, it says made in China on the bottom. This is obviously when, after Losi moved their production to China. Not great, but they are hardly surprising. Doesn't really have a top deck apart from the battery bar here, but it's not too flexible for its size. It's quite good. Definitely a nice little truck, nice little thing. That shock's sticking more than that one, so it's not really sitting even, but we'll sort it. What about the electronics then? Well, I'm going to keep the original motor. It's brushed and it won't be too powerful for something this size. The newer one, the 2.0, is brushless, but honestly, when you've got something rear-wheel drive, very light and very small with a very small footprint, often brushless kind of just makes it undrivable. I want it to be drivable, but I'm not going to buy that 2-in-1 ESC because it's rubbish, like they all are, and I can't make it original anyway. So let's embrace the whole, upgraded thing. The problem is this is a 4-cable receiver, which I've never seen before. Normal ones are 3. Every other 2-in-1 I've come across had a 5-cable one. This is a 4-cable receiver. Receiver? Did I say receiver? I meant servo. You know what I meant. 4-cable servo. So that needs to go. Can't use the 4-cable servo. So what am I going to do? Well, I'm going to make it awesome. And I'm going to throw out any notion of making any profit on this thing. It's going to be a right money pit. I'm going to have to throw money at it to get it right. And I probably, or almost certainly, won't get this money back. But I will at least be able to give a lease of life to something which is otherwise kind of useless, because somebody needs to be prepared to throw money at it to get electronics that work and etc. Otherwise, it's just a paperweight. Anyway, so what have we got here? Well, first of all, we have this core RC system transmitter and receiver. It's the same one I use on my Yokomo MR4 TC Custom. I only ever use one of these. Pretty good. Most importantly, the receiver is very small and very light. 3-channel system, not necessary. A 2-channel would have been fine, but it's very cost effective and it's a nice little trigger and wheel system. I have here, this is a TeamLosi part. I had to source this from Italy because, like I say, the parts are getting very difficult to find here. This is part number LOSB 1226, which is the servo saver for the high-tech HS55 servo, which is a very common servo on the likes of gliders and planes, etc. Very light, very small, very plastic. This will allow that servo to fit into this and connect up to the steering. If I try and fit a HS55 in here just now, or any other servo of that design, it won't work. It's kind of a bespoke servo saver for this truck and this servo. So that takes care of the servo problem. There is an HS55 on the way, it just hasn't arrived yet. This is the bit I was slightly worried about. I needed to try and find a LiPo, because I want a LiPo, although this has got, what, an XT60 connector on it, which is a better connector than the Dean's connector, but Dean's are way more common. This really doesn't require more amperage, because even a Tamiya would be enough to carry the amperage from this little motor, and this speed controller is Dean's. So I might just have to cut this off and change it to Dean's. The point is, this is a 1600 milliamp hour Turnigy 2-cell LiPo 20 to 30C discharge rate. So it's not incredible, but it's perfectly adequate for such a piddly little brushed motor. I want to know, does it fit? Oh, it fits. Oh, it fits nicely. It'll need a little bit of padding actually, because it can move around. But that's spot on, that's perfect. That's a big weight off my shoulders, so I wasn't sure. Good. Good, 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 good. I wonder if that'll help. Maybe. I might just, you know, it's nice. It's nice. We'll see. I'm not going to fit that, because that's going to get scuffed up. The new owner can fit that if they want to. I think I'll leave that as well. Yeah, I think I'll leave it. We'll see. But this fits perfect. It can't fit lengthwise. It's got to be horizontally. Fine. So we've got the servo on the way. We've got the servo saver. We've got the radio gear. We've got the battery. Here is the speed controller. Hobbywing 1625. Now a Hobbywing 1060 is only marginally more expensive. It's like £2 or £3 more, and it's much better. It's 60 amps rather than, what's this, 25 amps or something? Yep, 25 amps. But 25 amps again is more than enough for that. Way more than enough. And this is so much smaller and so much lighter. And let's be honest, weight and space is at a premium. So that's us completely covered for electronics. Completely. I'll need to service the shocks, not a problem. I need to clean it up, not a problem. But that still leaves us with the biggest problem, the wheels and tires. I will get the wheels that I found, but I don't know what to do with the tires. I really, really don't. I was completely ignorant to the size of this thing. I knew it was small, but sometimes small trucks use buggy tires. Like, for example, the Mini-T uses 1/10 buggy rear tires on all 4 wheels. I didn't know how much smaller this was than the Mini-T. It's quite a lot smaller. So I'm glad I didn't order any buggy tires thinking, oh, that'll be fine, that'll fit. It won't fit. So let me know if you are a Mini-T expert, what I can do for tires. Will I just need to suck up the price and buy a full set of 4 Mini-T 2.0 wheels and tires, boil the tires off the wheels and fit them to Mini-T 1.0 wheels? That would be annoying. But I've kind of given up hope of making profit on this thing. But it will at least be very, very nice when it's finished. Now, of course, we'll have a shot of it. Of course we will. One thing we certainly don't need to worry about is the body shell. The body shell is actually in really good nick. Okay, it's a little bit scuffed and it's a bit dirty, but that'll clean up nicely. The dirt behind the stickers is the biggest problem, because there's no coming back from that really. And you can try and clean it, but you'll just remove the stickers. I'll do the best I can, but overall this is going to look good. Definitely going to look good. If I could find another sticker set that say TeamLosi in this sort of yellow and white font, that'd be perfect. But I'm not going to lose any sleep over it. I think it looks good, and it'll certainly look good charging around. It's a nice looking truck actually. It's very, very braw, very bonny. Thank you for watching. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you soon. Bye.